Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
We know.
Grown man. Hey, what's up? My name is Jarrell.
I'm Jasmine.
And we're the Duncans. And this is the Duncan Dynasty Podcast. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, because we're going to be doing this for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
First, you want to tell everybody, as you can see behind us, no matter when you're watching this, for us, it's Christmas Eve, right? So Merry Christmas to everybody. We hope everybody's having a safe, blessed, and fun holiday. You know what I'm saying? Turn up. You know, get with your people.
Yeah.
Hug on them, man. Tell somebody that you know you care about, that you love them. I don't care what the dynamic of your relationship is. Everybody needs a little love, especially around this time, because expectations could be one place and reality can be in another.
Yes.
You know, so.
Amen.
Right? Jasmine.
Hey, babe. What's up?
Sorry, I got some of your, put your
It's okay.
lipstick, lip gloss on.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Feeling happy, blessed. Excited to go and see family tomorrow and just enjoy the holidays.
Yeah, I'm excited. So tomorrow we will be, we are in like North Texas, so more of like close to Dallas, like about less than an hour out of Dallas.
Right.
But tomorrow we'll be going to Austin.
Yeah.
Right? Because
like a 3-hour drive. Going to see my dad and my stepmom and all of them, and enjoy Christmas with them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody. And I'm about ready to get started.
Yeah.
You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's talk about stuff that we are not taking into the new year. Starting with caring about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, their opinions don't matter. They don't put money in your pocket.
Yeah.
And it's really none of your business what other people think. I feel like this past year, especially trying to be like a content creator, you really do focus a lot on other people's opinions. And for me, it was about stuff that I hadn't even done yet. So before I even do it, I'm already psyching myself out, being like, they're not gonna feel this. I'm not gonna post that TikTok. I'm not gonna post this, blah, blah, blah. And it just really, it stopped me from doing a lot of stuff that I wanted to do. And for what? It don't matter. Just put it out. That's what I be doing. It don't matter what other people think. Just put it out, and then what's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. You already kind of put it, like you said, if it's not taking money out of your pockets, if it's not their opinion, that's a person that signs my checks, or a person that like if I'm a content creator and let's say, we do our podcast. Let's say our podcast gets picked up by a podcast network. Right? Or some kind of major platform, and they're hosting what we do creatively on their site or on their platform, and they have some kind of like, maybe not like creative control or say so in what gets published, then yeah, that's almost like brainstorming type thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like we create it and they watch it through, hey, if we can do more things, whatever. Right? That's different.
Right.
That's business.
Right.
Right. But the rest of it, I don't know, man. One thing we were talking about from this year, everything, the word for the year was purpose. Purpose was the biggest, I think that's the word that probably said the most. I think we said purpose more than the.
Right.
In 2022. So we think about like purpose and stuff like that. It's like, one I know a quote that I saw was like how you can't allow people who are not doing what you're doing, not in your shoes at all, to basically critique you're you. You know what I mean? Like, you want criticism, you want things to make you better, but you can't take it all to heart.
Right.
You gotta
it
take
has
it
to
with
come from the right people.
Right. There we go.
Yeah.
It's the chosen group, a chosen select few of people that are in your very tight-knit circle that have a real bearing on your behavior or your actions or whatever. Like, everybody's opinion does not matter.
Right.
Everybody's opinion does not matter. I think that just gets misconstrued because, like Jasmine said, like, when you're doing content creation and it's all about the numbers, you're trying to go crazy, you're trying to go viral, whatever. Like, you really are trying to impress the masses. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make the masses your boss now.
Right.
You're your own boss. Right. So if you don't rock with the Duncan Dynasty Podcast, then you wouldn't even be here you wouldn't be able to be here to listen to this right now. Right? So everybody that's gonna actually rock with us, that's who's still watching this at this point. You get what I'm saying? And if you not, you not.
Right. And it could just be 5 people. We don't care. It don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, for me, it does, and that's where, I mean, that's why it's worth having a conversation here about, because the numbers do matter for me. Like, I've done a lot of different stuff where, yes, the key is to focus on my craft. The key is to focus on me or whoever's involved with me. So you, in this sense, being happy with what we have to put out, right? Like, that part is huge. But the numbers do matter. Because if it
numbers matter.
Why do the numbers matter? Because when you get to, if you have your mission statement, anybody's vision, look at your vision, look at your mission statement, vision board, whatever you want to call it. But your mission statement that's talking about what you look to accomplish with this effort, right? And most of the time, it's to help a lot of people. To da-da-da-da. A lot ain't 5. And that's just keeping it a buck for me. It ain't 5. I know what you meant by, like, you know, the exaggerated example. But I just mean, yes, I would rather, where I'm with you on, I would rather have some real trusted people. But when it comes to a podcast or a content creation.
So if there's only 5, you're going to stop doing it?
So this is how I feel. It's the mashup of the two. I do need my trusted few in order to help me reach the masses. That's what I'm saying. You know? So I think that's important, that you do find the people that you trust and you let them know what your intentions are. So for me, if I'm talking to you, I'm trying to get this hoe to go, bro. That's why it was a big deal for those numbers
to
go.
For Duncan Dynasty, you don't really care about the numbers that much? Or
I'm more patient.
More patient.
Yeah. I'm just one of those people. I know I was listening to Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, and he was just like, why would I do anything if I don't want to be the best at it? I want to be the best husband. I want to be the best dad. You know what I'm saying? I want to be my best friend's best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, I don't do anything.
You said you don't want to be the best bookkeeper in the world.
Yeah. But I want to be the best business owner. See, the thing is, I understand that I can't be everything. But everything I'm involved in, I do want to be the best. See what I'm saying? I'm looking at that, yeah, I want to be. But right now, I go, well, we need to hire more employees so I never have to touch anybody's books for the financial service business. Yeah, for sure.
I feel you.
Yeah, so I don't do nothing. I want to be the best. I just got more patience for the Duncan Dynasty Podcast because that's my personal life.
Right.
We had this conversation because I was going in. I was attacking this thing like I be attacked the Canterbury's, and Jasmine was like,
I was like, chill.
Bro, chill. She was like, pump your brakes. And so I had to really learn that from you, to be honest. Or otherwise, I probably would have still been going at it hard. You can still want to be the best, but come at it with a more realistic approach for that situation. You know, so when it comes to you, you make me patient. You know, you also make me aggressive. So like, bruh, hold on. Tell my husbands out there, like, hold on real quick. Your wife, Geppetto. You know what I'm saying? Like, just pulling you on the string sometimes. Like, I'm trying to do the best job for your benefit. For you to feel loved. for you to feel taken care of, for you to feel more purposeful, right? For you to feel if you aren't satisfied or happy with anything that I'm doing in our marriage, I can have that. Right? Even right now, you go, all right, you gonna come at me with the Coach Prime attack, right? But at the same time, it's like I take that in my personal life too. So when I say for real, I want to be the best husband ever. like, and to not do that, I have to be able to work on myself. So there's good things that come from my obsession of being great. I'm a great motherfucker. Straight up. No, that's a big thing for me. Like, you know, I just want to be great, especially when I say I'm devoted.
The first one was, don't let other people's opinions stop you from doing what you want to do.
Right. Yeah. Did you have any more don'ts just off the top of your head, like don't do this, don't do that, before we get into what you should do?
Don't be so hard on yourself.
That's solid. Explain.
So like we were talking about, 2022 had its lows and highs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those really low moments for me were mostly me critiquing myself
Mm-hmm.
and not giving myself the grace that I give everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we are all going through this thing called life.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all trying our best.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get hard. I would like be upset with myself because I wasn't working on Minnie and Mary's stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or because I felt like I wasn't being a good wife, or something would happen at work and I would be extra hard on myself.
Mm-hmm.
When really, none of it is really that serious to where you have to beat yourself down. You know, you get it enough from the world anyways.
Come on.
You might as well just take it from the world.
Yeah.
With a grain of salt.
Yeah.
You know, realize what you need to fix or do better, and then leave it at that. There's no need to harp on it and to like overthink it and really beat yourself down because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to pick yourself back up and encourage yourself to keep going the next day with your husband or job, whatever it is. And then of course your partner's there as well. But no need to beat yourself up for these little things in life that don't really matter that much.
Facts. Now, I know all that's true, but why do you think it's so hard to do in the moment? Like when
Because it's a habit.
Right. Okay.
Well, for me, it's a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm an overthinker, and so when I know I messed up on something, I'll just kind of think about it over and over and over again. And then I'm like, why'd you do that? Like, why didn't you respond this way? Or why didn't you do this? And why are you procrastinating and all this stuff?
Yeah. Dang, that's rough. And that's true, because everybody does it. I know, I mean, the crazy part, like you say, you're overly analytical. You overanalyze everything. And then it causes inaction, basically. It results in inaction. Like, so you're not thinking about it and then just trying it a million more times. You'd be like, shut down. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's like everybody doesn't react the same way, but there's a lot of people that like overanalyze their own behavior, the moves they make, the things they say, whatever. You know, one of the biggest things I know that, and I'm one of those people that overanalyzes everything. Like I can pick apart a room. If I'm ever in the room, I'm looking at every single element of the room, right? And then it's at that point, like I said, it's about what I'm doing after that point.
Right. It's like you take it in, see what the issue is, now what? Are we gonna sit here and harp on it and be mad or upset or sad, whatever?
Right.
Or are you gonna move on?
Yeah. And that's, so what do you do? You know, and then it's a process to all of this, right? Because then you have
easier said than done.
Easier said than done. So it's really about deciding what everything really means to you. I think that has a big bearing on how you deal with it going forward. And then if, let's say it is a thing that means a lot to you, you also have to remember, like, endurance. Like we said earlier, whatever, that God moves on God's time. What's a year to us, it's like a second to him, to God, right? So because of that, we are naturally more impatient, you know, on things that we ask for, things we're trying to work through. Even though we may believe something as a process, we still may not give it the grace that's needed. Like, bro.
Especially with ourselves.
Especially when it's, I can do, or I believe at least, that I can do something to change the outcome, right? And we don't realize for everything in the world, God has to say so over all this,
right?
You know? And that's a big reason I knew that when you put some of these notes down about 2022 takeaways, the first thing on the list was start every day with God. So give me more on that. Like, what were you thinking about when you put that down?
I just think sometimes going through the motions and stuff, we get distracted with just, you know, the everyday routine, going to work, coming home, working out, you know, taking Sophia to school, feeding LeBron, doing whatever. You forget, or you put your time with God to the side. You don't make it a priority.
Right.
But when you put it at the beginning of your day, like when you start your day, first of all, it sets the tone for the day.
Facts.
You know, it gives you that optimistic mindset to go out into the world. And then it stays on your mind all day, you know?
Yeah. No, that's important, because that's the one thing you want to make sure you take with you in this world.
Right.
You might want to have some God on your side, or you know, everybody has their God and calls their God something different. They look at their God in a different way. Your God is necessarily my God, because we all have to have our own relationships with the higher power, right? Then y'all deal with that how you deal with it. You who's watching this, you have a different God than I have. Like, just because I haven't been through what you've been through, we can all only see this life through one set of eyes, you know. So that part is true. And right here on the notes it says together or apart. You know, so that means start your day with God. Whether you are by yourself, because you're never alone if you do have God, or together with a partner, like in our
with your spouse.
Yeah, because you're building as one. And the only way to do that is to start from the root. For us, we're rooted, our relationship, our love is rooted in God. You start at the root. So you never know what could happen that day. It could be a lot of growth, it could be a little growth, but as long as it's growth.
Yeah, we try and every day we try and do our devotional together in the morning. But, you know, if we wake up late or something and we have to do it separately, we make sure that we do it separately and then still come together and talk about it and stuff.
Yeah. Those morning devotionals are great because, you know, you connect with God instantly. Not that I have to be reminded, I love you when I'm asleep, but instantly I go, how can this be applied in my relationship with my partner? So instantly, that's what I'm thinking is how can I apply this, what I've learned? Sometimes it's talking really about love or whatever. Just never know what you're going to get through the word. But I always look at how it could be applied to us, because this is my root. This is where I start. Everything that happens for the rest of the day, they got time frames on it. From at work, it's this amount of time. It's not all 24 hours. If I'm in traffic, short amount of time. If you look at it, grand scheme of things, right? Everything. If I have errands to run, everything is a temporary thing, even within a temporary day, because a day is temporary, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's just important that we started the right way.
And we've been going for like a month straight now.
Yeah.
Doing it with our fast.
Yep.
I don't know if y'all know, but we are doing a fast right now through the end of the year. And just like we were talking about before, just to make that relationship with God stronger. So we decided to
hold that. So we are going to make sure that you stick with us a little bit longer, because we are going to come back to what we're fasting exactly, why our relationship with what we're fasting and taking a break from, and how we believe that will benefit our relationship with God. I did want to make sure, sweet wife, I did want to make sure that we did finish the takeaways from what we want to take away from 2022. Right? So other than starting every day with God, start every day loving on your loved ones. That includes your spouse, your kids, your parents, your friends. Start every day loving on your loved ones. What does that mean to you?
Just what you said.
You know that's never a correct answer. This says start every day loving on your loved ones.
Yeah, this is a hard one for me because it's sad to say, but out of sight, out of mind.
Talk about it. Come on now.
Like, I love my family. I love my friends dearly. Like, especially with friendships.
Yeah.
You know, we can go a week, a month without talking.
Depends on the friend.
And then pick right back up where we left off.
Yeah.
Like the love is still there. But, you know, with this upcoming year, I want to be more intentional about showing that love, you know, and expressing that love to friends and especially family, you know, day to day, every day, or at least every week or something. You know, it's been an ongoing effort that I've been trying to do even this past year. Like, me and my dad are like schedule times to talk on the phone.
Sometimes you got to.
Sometimes schedule times to call my grandma and stuff like that, you know. So, but like you were saying, you know, it's really, what are you talking about?
Yeah. No, don't lose it. No. No, don't lose it. Come back. I feel like the Notebook. You're like, no, don't do it. Come back to me. No, but I'm just saying that, like, you know, it's important because it's so easy to just start on your task.
Right.
Looking at life.
Going and whatever. And then next thing you know, it's been a whole week and I ain't talked to my mama.
Yeah.
Or my sister.
Yeah, and it's always based off of your relationship with that person. Not only is like, let's say me and my mama, you and your mom, it might be different, right? Or me with this friend, me with that friend. That it just might be different. You know what I'm saying? It's always based off of, I say, the unwritten rules that you and that person have. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know the rules if they unwritten?
You know what I'm talking about. Like, I know for a fact with my mom, come on, everybody knows. So let me clarify that if that I know that if, I don't know about y'all, if I don't talk to my mom for 3 weeks straight,
something right.
Tripping, bruh. So it's just like, and I can tell you, me and my mom have never said the day. I just said that out loud for the first, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just know, okay, a week, I could probably get away with a week. But on the second week, I need to be calling my mom. It ain't got to be a super long conversation. That's how my mom is, as far as, you don't have to be. But she does just want to hear from her kids. She want to know that we're all right. She want to see what's going on. My mom always says she can feel when something's going on. She can physically feel it. But if I call you and I'm just like, yo, what's up? You good? Yeah, I'm good. All right, bro, I'm hollering at you later. That ain't what we mean. That ain't what we talking about here when we say love on your loved ones. No, fucking love on your loved ones. Act like you give a shit. Some people will literally talk to you and look like they're looking right through you. You could be on the phone and you can feel like this person must be busy right now. Love on them. Why? Because if you've been impacted by death, I've been impacted by death, where I've seen it multiple times, and yo, just don't even matter who it is, because after, I would say, either after my aunt or maybe my grandma, or I don't know. I can't really say where it really clicked in. For sure, my Gammy, when she passed, it clicked in my head like, bro, you can't take everything for granted. People really aren't here forever. For whatever reason, you just always assume you have more time. That person will still be there next week, and then that person's not, and then what? Then you sitting here looking stupid, feeling dumb, guilt. So my only thing is, what I'm saying is make sure that you actually love on them. Don't holler at them like they're a stranger or they're your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you actually like, yo, what's good with you? Let me know. If something was to happen to that person and people needed to know information about their life or what's going on, and you just spoke to them, they got the call records, but you ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, love on y'all people, man. Tomorrow ain't promised. You may be dead. You may be dead tomorrow, right? And you won't take the time right now. You gonna keep watching Netflix. You gonna keep gaming. You gonna stay on social media a few more hours, but you just won't go holler at your people. One time, just check on them. Ain't nothing gotta be wrong with them. You don't need to know or believe something wrong with them. Just check on them. Love on your people. Start every day with loving on your loved ones. Another one. Start every day with healthy habits. Okay? What are we talking about here? What's a healthy habit for us to start on?
Going to the gym.
Right.
Taking your vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking your water. Just taking care of your body and your mind. Even like meditation, you know, like, and when we say like go to the gym, you don't have to be like really in there like throwing weights around. Just move your body at least 30 minutes a day and really be intentional about it. Because, you know, post-pandemic, we were so used to like just sitting in the house, sitting on the couch and not doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad habits. What do you think, man?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take care of some part. When I say you might not be here, probably you may have needed to start every day with some healthy habits.
Exactly.
Because you acting like you got forever. You do not have forever. And the thing is, everybody dies of different things, right? I'm sorry, I don't want to be in that somber, you know, that kind of mood. But that's just what happens. One realization for people that don't ignore the truth about life, which is the fact that death is closer every second. Every second we're closer to death. So I don't want to make it the death conversation, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you don't have forever. These healthy habits may extend that time that you have with those loved ones that you need to love on a little bit more, right? So healthy habits, yes, I agree with everything you just said. It don't have to be your version of working out. I don't know, consult your doctor, ask your trainer, ask your partner or whoever else that helps you be in shape, and that's physically. But then there's also things like meditation. There's things like we mentioned, healthy habits for us. These things kind of blend because when we start with God, that's a healthy habit for us.
Right.
That's healthy. You know, so starting every day with God is also a healthy habit. Huh?
Yeah, and prayer.
And prayer.
Yeah, all that together.
Yeah. And less distractions. Don't start your day distracted.
Don't start your day picking up your phone or scrolling through social media. Can we stop that? That's not healthy.
You want to call for that? Just cut it out.
Just stop it.
Cut it out.
I don't care if you have to, the night before, put your phone in another room, put it out of arm's reach, so when you wake up, you can start your day on what's important.
That's a good
Think
tip.
about what you're grateful for.
Right.
One, waking me up this morning. Thank you, Jesus. And then, you know, that's when you start your meditation, your prayer. Start with a cup of tea.
Maybe.
You know, something nice.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that. Take a walk. Get some fresh air.
Something for the ladies, yeah. Let the dog out, but actually walk them.
Right.
Maybe take them and walk them. Everybody has their own, you know, morning rituals or whatever like that. Maybe it is just a long shower. It's cold right now, so just a long, steamy shower. You know, we have certain days where, you know, we'd be like, hey, you know, hop in that shower.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That happens, right?
Yeah.
You set a certain day to whatever it is that puts you at peace. Y'all better protect your peace, man. It's so much going on now. And I always say it's contributed to the fact that the people who you blame that bad day on, they ain't protecting their peace either.
Right.
Because I'm going to tell you, protecting your peace may come from not dealing with no BS, but also not starting no BS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about protecting peace. Hey, look, a way to protect your peace is to not be the super confrontational person. Like, every single discussion or debate you need to win. Everything ain't a debate.
Expending all this energy for nothing.
For nothing.
What's the point? Save your energy.
And then all of a sudden, boom, you die of a heart attack. Surprise, surprise.
Yes.
Early. You get what I'm saying? It's just because you took everything so serious. Protect your peace. Don't start nothing.
Won't be nothing.
There you go. Now, another one is start every day with valuable content that feeds the soul. You said don't start it with social media.
Right.
So what do we mean by start every day with valuable content that feeds the soul?
What you deem as valuable and good for your soul, and something that can uplift you and, you know, just put you in that right mindset to go out into the world and not be so tense or stressed out or, like you said, confrontational.
Yeah.
Like something chill and relaxed for you.
Yeah. One thing that you to go back to the morning devotionals and things like that we do, and not only that, we tie that. So it's a devotional backed up by scripture. It's a plan by somebody, but then there's also just the conversation that we have, like stemming from the devotional, right? So we'll just be like, yeah, man, that really works with me because da 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 da, and being able to talk that thing out with a trusted partner, you know, or a trusted person in your life really makes a difference, because sometimes you just need to get some of that stuff out, right? So I can know for a fact if after that devotional me and you don't talk for a few hours for whatever reason, like, you know, maybe we're not in the house together that day, you know, you're going to the office, we got appointments, whatever, and I know what's going on with you to some extent. Like if you choose not to share, you know, I mean, like I said, it's a trusted person, so I trust that y'all share things with one another. That devotional gonna kind of stir some of that stuff up. Now I know where your head is, or where it was at least at 8 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever. Right. And that's important. For me, one thing I wanted to make sure I always do. One thing I make sure I always do when it comes to valuable content that feeds my soul, it can't be something that's gonna make me money. It can't make me money. It's one of those things like, because then
not like the stock market pod.
Nope. It's what it is. And I'm talking about like Earn Your Leisure or something. I like those. I like a lot of those. The Market Mondays they do. I like a lot of the Earn Your Leisure. I like
sometimes it be too much.
It's a lot.
Every day. Then your mind is always on about trying to make the next dollar. How can my next stream of income, and that can begin to stress you out, and now you're so focused on that when really you need to be focused on why am I here? It's not to make money. That is not why I'm here.
Correct. Making money is important for sure.
We need it to live.
Need that and the ball and to just have a good time.
Right.
Sometimes, you know, it's easier to have a good time when you ain't stressed about the stuff you need to take care of or whatever. But making money though can consume you, you know, and you know, cuff to the cash, right? Because you probably cuff to comparison or whatever too, right? You're looking maybe at somebody else, or looking even comparing yourself to what you used to be because you not fell off, or comparing yourself to where you should be. Right. And that stuff gets really dangerous just in life. Always being, not being content with where you are in the moment. Be present, be happy if you can be, but just be grateful for the moment that you're having right now. I'm grateful for being here with you right now, filming our podcast, right? Healthy. You feel fine. Right. Everything's okay. You look good. You fresh. Got the hair done. Smell good. Y'all know she smell good. What you wearing?
It's that K.I.L.E.
K.I.L.E. Ooh. Shout out to K.I.L.E. man. You smelling good today, man. And then, you know, come on, it's Christmas Eve. Definitely in the Christmas spirit. Stuff like you see how you could start building off of stuff that you're thankful for
Right.
If you
this
focus
is
on
all
it.
stuff that we prayed for in the past.
Come on. Go
So
ahead.
now
Let's
we're
go.
here,
Right?
and you just gotta be in the moment and be thankful and relax.
Yeah. And a lot of the things that we have right now, even though we're still going, we still want more to keep it a buck. A lot of this stuff is what helps feed the soul. So listen to things, watch things, consume things. Once you have been with yourself, been with God, consume things that will literally help you be at peace now and later. Make sure that it feeds your soul, not just the outside,
Amen.
And then the last one that we're taking with us for 2022 takeaways into 2023 is how to budget living an entrepreneurial lifestyle. So interesting example for this one is think about the peaks and valleys. 20,000 this month may be 200 next month. So that's just a way to kind of think about it.
Yeah. All our entrepreneurs out there, drop it in the
Gang.
comments below.
What do you do?
If you quit your 9 to 5 and you a full-time entrepreneur.
Plug that business too in the comments.
Yes. Or if you're doing the dual lifestyle, working and entrepreneur. That's
Oh, you got energy.
right.
Yeah.
But with this one, 2022, this was one of the top lessons, I think, because
When it comes to finances,
they can
at
speak
least.
about this, but like finance-wise, you have your highs and your lows, and it becomes a struggle to like balance that and to like kind of predict the future of what the rest of the year is going to look like. But it like being our first year doing this, we really was like didn't have no idea what we were doing. But now we learn so much more and we know so much more and we can better prepare for next year.
Yeah. Already doing it.
Right.
I mean, because that's what it takes. The first thing you learn is, hey, start early.
Right.
Right? And that's what we're doing now. We've started on many different things to help. But that's also because experience is the best teacher, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you go through something and you say, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Or I love that. Like, it don't matter if you have a reaction to it that provokes some kind of emotion. It's very easy if you just slow it down to take a lesson from it, figure out how to make that systematic in a way, and then implement it going forward. So we can do a quick little business talk real quick. But know your market, know the market that you're in. Know the time frame that you're looking at where steady income is flowing if you're an entrepreneur. Right? Make sure that you understand, hey, this is going to last from January to April. Right? So after April, it is very unpredictable. Yes, I know that there's checks in May, June, July. Right? But when I say make sure you understand the steady flow. It's very hard to try to read the unpredictable moments. Don't look at your highest. Don't look at your lowest. Right? Look somewhere at the steady flow where you can take a good average, and it keeps either bouncing between this little median here. It's just like people that understand stocks, where you understand, okay, this is this is where we're good. This is where we like to live. Like, that part is important. Know your market first, then base your actions off of that.
And another thing you'll have to do is learn how to live within your means.
That's big. Talk about it.
Like, if you know for a fact, these are estimate numbers, but you know for a fact that you can live off of like $4,000 for a month.
Okay.
But this month you made $10,000.
Okay.
Do not blow the $10,000 in that 1 month.
Fact.
Put some in savings. Put that other $6,000 or $5,000 if you want to have a little spending money. Treat yourself, But you need to be putting some of that money in savings to cover for the slow months that are coming up.
Yeah. And strategizing. Savings is a strategy.
Yeah.
Right? Because, investments or whatever, however you do it. Some people say, because, It'd be a high yield savings bond. You know, we know for a fact that just simply putting your money only in savings alone, there's no other idea. I mean, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, you literally just put that, just check the market. That's just how things work, literally. If you don't, you're putting it in a basic savings account, right? Not a high yield savings bond, not an investment, nowhere for that money to grow. Just look at what the dollar is doing right now. That money's going to literally be less at a later time, and you haven't touched any of it. So like, but when she says saving, she's basically saying don't spend all $10,000 if you need $4,000. You got $6,000 worth of excess. Easily, without doing anything, you can pay.
Right, you can pay ahead on stuff.
At least twice, instead of once, twice. Right. Twice and a half, right? Mm-hmm. So if that's what you want to do, pay some bills ahead. Because you know, hey, it's going to be
Don't be out in these streets just blowing money fast. Yep. Going to every yacht party, going to Vegas real quick, you know.
Buying 1 million hookahs.
How long do you think it takes, I guess for you personally, like to know, like did it take you like a year to figure out how your market flows? Or are you still figuring
Multiple years.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to hear that part. Then it ain't for you. Multiple years. I'm talking to the average person. It's about a 4-month run. Really about 3. Happens in 4 months, but the amount of time is about 3 months. Mm-hmm. So if you're a tax professional, you balling out. If you're in that industry, you could be. You got a lot of clients and stuff like that. Got a nice book of business, as they say. Then you're doing good at that time. But that's the reason you're trying to maximize your income and your efforts in that season. Because it has to last you, or the goal is to get it to last you 12 months, mm-hmm. right? But now that also means you also need to figure out what it is you're doing and how you can add value to your overall service in your business, right? So simple individual tax preparation ain't gonna work. You need more money. Mm-hmm. Is that the issue?
Right, but if that's the only thing you're doing, then you know your peak is January to April. And then the rest of the year, I don't know, you'll get a part-time job or some. But
that's the part I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If your entrepreneurial life, like we talk about, I guess 100% entrepreneurial lifestyle, for those people, like, yeah, you got to add more services. You got to do more. You got to add more value to you and your brand. That's it. If you're in that position, you cannot just be like, oh, I'm just get whatever I can. There's a bunch of people. Everybody need their taxes done. It doesn't work that way. Figure out what you can do extra to make yourself unique. Mm-hmm. Serve a niche market, right? Mm-hmm. Add on. So we started as a tax office, 2015, 2016. Then we were like, cool, let's get on some other financial services that people really need. And businesses. And a niche industry. And stuff like that. So, but everybody has their way of getting it done, you know. But figure that out. And figure out how to properly allocate your incoming resources, mm-hmm. knowing how much life costs. That's why I said it takes multiple years, because why? 2022 wasn't like 2021. Right. 2021 wasn't like 2020. Right. It takes a couple years, because then you can see a median. Mm-hmm. 2 or 3 years, I would say, you know, in a market similar to financial services and service-based businesses. 2 to 3 years is good.
What the business is.
Yeah.
Like if you're selling a product, it's probably totally different.
Yeah, but still, you need a couple years. That part is not totally different. You need a couple years. I'm not talking to you. You need a couple years, because where you might have been booming for a certain reason here, if the things change, you restart. Mm-hmm. If you were booming because you were selling a certain product, you're selling to the same demographic. You now in year 2 are selling a different product, but to the same demographic. You get cocky because you like, I know my demographic. I know my customers. Right. Bro, you're not selling the same thing. Right. If you're selling something different, guess what? Reset button.
Basically.
How? Because you now don't know what this year could yield. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You don't actually know. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, entrepreneurs, we feel you. Stay strong.
Yep. Hey, make sure you check out part 2 of our sit down for the holidays, kicking it, vibing with the Duncans. Yo, we are going to actually unveil or reveal what we were fasting from. what we were fasting from in 2022, looking to get better for 2023.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Peace.